Yo, gang, gang.
Good
What's up?
evening. Evening, governors.
Evening, governors. Causing ruckus Sunday nights now. Thank y'all for tuning in. Oh
We-
shit, I can hear someone's audio somewhere. Oh, that's
Yeah, I was
me.
gonna say we're echoing somewhere.
That was actually my phone.
Wow.
It was like
Oh, yo,
right
so
at the
you're
mic.
tuning into a sick podcast, dude.
You like
Good for
that?
you.
I forget what episode it was where we were talking, and right when I was about to give my take, Lucas just starts playing on his phone. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Probably like episode like 5 or something like
Such
that.
a dickhead.
Return of the Sith.
Yeah. Well, guys, we've
got
got
the
a special
usual-
guest.
Yeah, usual Maddie Lucas Lee and special guest Gracie. In your name there, are you going by Gracie or Grace? What's the deal?
Either or. I respond to both.
So you prefer us calling you either or? Okay.
Now, for the people who don't know,
Yeah,
And
definitely.
we're gonna leave it as a bit of a surprise for now. But Grace is the ex of someone on this podcast, and we'll dig into it. And we're gonna do a little grave digging.
Is it gonna be like a Guess Who? Except
Yeah.
you can't do Guess Who anymore because Guess Who got shut down for being.
Did it really?
Is guess who
Did it
offensive?
really?
Do you remember? You remember the Guess Who game where you used to guess like based on stuff?
Yes.
So that got taken down because apparently it was offensive and inappropriate. But I'm like, is it like what kind of guesses
Being
were people
observant.
doing there to
No, you
make
know
it
what?
offensive?
Yo.
We talked about this. Yeah, it's the people. It's the people who think that it's offensive are the real
On
problem.
the offensive one. Well, so here's the thing: is
Exactly.
my brother and I we played Guess Who, but you're not allowed to use visual cues. So you have to be judgmental. You have to be like, "Yo, does your guy drive a taxi cab?" And then you test to see how well
What
you
they
think
think.
alike.
What they think.
What they
Yeah,
think,
yeah, yeah.
and you're like, "Oh, I think you're a racist, so I think you'd think this guy drives a cab."
You're
Or you'd be
like,
like, "Oh, it's like, does your person love Starbucks and pumpkin spice?" And then you're like, "Oh yeah, you've got Caitlin over here." Like, it was hard, but yo, we got it a couple times. We did.
yeah, that's jokes. That's a good one.
Yeah, if
I know,
you,
it's fun.
I
It's
might.
good
Does anyone,
exercise.
so you still have it?
Yeah, I think I still have it.
Yeah, that's a good.
yo,
that's
save
good.
that, man. It's gonna be worth like $20 million there. It's like Bitcoin.
Yeah,
Yo,
y'all
we
playing
should-
y'all playing GME
No,
stocks? Nah, man. Buy Guess Who?
Yo, we
But why-
should see if there's a virtual version of that we could play on the stream.
We could do it
There
right now.
is.
Is there?
I had my students play a few weeks ago.
Oh, yikes!
literally,
You sold yourself out.
Literally. It wasn't even us. We're all tiptoeing.
You're your own worst enemy. Moving on here.
That's gotta be my favorite part of the podcast already.
Yeah. That's gonna be our top clip. for
Doesn't
sure.
it get
I
better?
don't think it's better than that.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, that's.
Oh goodness.
So when you played Guess Who, was anyone
Yeah.
offensive?
No.
Everyone played it safe.
It was honestly it wasn't offensive at all, I don't think.
To see, like,
It was just basic. It's visual cues. It's like, do they wear glasses? Do they wear a hat?
Yeah, you're being
Are
observant.
they blonde? Yeah.
you didn't ask at all. Like, does he look like a bitch? And everyone's like, oh.
Ah, you
No,
got
No,
Lucas.
'cause you're-
It's
I
Lucas.
was gonna say it's Lucas. It's definitely Lucas.
Guess Who, baby?
Okay, we were talking about this the other day quickly in a good shoot the shit segment. Coke and milk. Grace, you drink both of those together? Is that true?
Yes, facts. At the same time, I actually double fist them. I have a Coke in one hand and milk in the other. It's about balance.
What are you eating when you're drinking that mix?
Pogos.
Oh. It got so much worse.
Do you dip the pogos and
I
stir
did.
it?
So I dip the pogo in the milk and then I stir the Coke and then I take a bite.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Having Coke and
Yeah.
milk at the same time is like eating a pogo and a Twinkie at the same time in the same bite. It's just frustrating.
Lee, I don't know. If
I
these
feel like that
roses
wouldn't
are
be that bad.
disgusted.
Lee's just shocked. Lee was like,
Yeah, that's the.
Back?
Yeah, you're good now. I think.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wait,
Oh no, you're not back. You're not
No,
back.
you're not back.
let us know when you're ready, though.
Yeah.
We'll have you.
Wait.
Yeah, you're good.
now.
You're good. You're good. You're
I'm
good.
good. Lucas, you mentioned Twinkie and Pogo, and that sounds kind of hype if you take like the corn dog part off and like use the Twinkie as like the new bun. That sounds hype.
No, you try to fit. You try to
Loading
fit.
like a fucking musket.
It's like a chubby bunny, where you try to fit as much in your mouth at the same time, like one pogo, one Twinkie.
Oh, you play that with your boyfriend.
Oh, that's why your porn name is Chubby. What is it, Chubby Bunny?
Sorry.
Husky bunny. I like husky bunny instead.
Back to Grace real quick. When did this start? Your Coke and milk thing.
My Coke and milk, honest to God, it started
Yesterday.
2 years ago. Yeah, this week. No, probably 2 years ago. Coke and milk
Why?
on the weekends. Why not?
Like it's a reckless thing. Yeah. Oh. Coke and milk on the weekends.
I get wild on the weekends. What can I say?
That TGIF for you is like hype for sure.
Disgusting, apparently.
Yeah, that's really. And I don't even. Yeah.
And how did you discover this was an okay thing to do?
One of my teachers in high school used to do it, and he
What
told us about it.
what subject did he teach?
History
Yeah.
and geography
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Typical.
parenting.
Typical.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
He
teach
taught parenting? Oh shit.
He taught parenting.
Shout out to the Coke.
It's because he was reading the book to learn for himself. He's
Yeah,
like,
you
this
know,
is
they
what I
say-
learned this week, guys. You can't give babies Doritos.
Yeah, they always say teaching other people helps you learn better, so definitely what he was doing.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Are you drinking that tonight?
I am drinking
I think I'd puke.
gin. No, I'm drinking gin and soda water
Is that a lime in there?
with a. Yes, and it's purple.
Yeah, very nice.
Fun fact: I learned
Yes.
Colombians they're taught that the green ones are actually lemons and the yellow ones are limes. Yeah, fucking crazy.
Actually,
Yeah, my stepmom we were talking about it, and that's what we found this week.
Yeah, so I mean, my wife to be, she's from Barbados, and they don't have lemons in Barbados, so they make their lemonade out of limes. And I was like, well, that's not lemonade.
That's limeade.
It's limeade. And she's like, no, it's lemonade, but we don't have lime. Sorry, yeah, we don't have lemons, so we make it from limes. I was like, so you don't make lemonade? Like you don't make grape juice out of oranges? What the hell?
So
yeah.
when they use like the term there, like
Strange.
when life gives you lemons, like they are like when life gives you.
Green lemons.
Well, no,
They're like when life gives you, you know.
they probably get stoked with that saying. Like when life gives you lemons, oh, we've got lemons now. Shit,
We can
been
make
waiting for this.
we can make the real thing.
Yeah, they're probably stoked.
we can make real lemonade.
I'd be hyped about that.
What are you all drinking tonight, Maddie Lee?
Go ahead, Matt.
Maddie Lee's that we have to answer at the same time.
Yeah, go 3, 2.
I'm drinking just Michelob Ultra tonight. No shots though. Sorry guys, I fucked up.
Lame.
How are
I know.
you? How are you messing
I
this
know,
up?
man. I know, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're being real generous keeping you here. Sorry, did we find out, Grace? What are you shooting? Did we
Gin. I'm
Oh, you're
doing gin and vodka.
as your
I'm
shot?
gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna interchange between
gonna-
the two.
Oh, classic. Okay.
Yo, it's Sunday, girl.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, that's going hard. I'm just drinking. I'm doing obviously tequila for my shots, and then tequila and lemon sparkling water for my
Not
drinks.
lime sparkling
me.
water, right?
No, come on. Well, who knows?
How do you
Whose
know?
definition? Whose definition?
Lucas, what about you? Did you answer already?
No, I did not. I was like,
Yeah,
waiting.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, we're good. Okay, thanks, guys.
Oh, what are you drinking?
I mixed Coke Zero and vodka together. Because I
That's
couldn't.
almost as bad as Coke and milk.
I didn't have any mix left. And then I am shooting the same vodka that I used to mix. Hopefully it's finished by today, like Gracie's cam. And then,
Yeah. Can you get a better like drinking cup for the podcast, please?
which
Yeah,
one?
this guy's just some fucking mixer.
Get something better than that.
What's wrong with this one?
He puts protein in it
Everything.
too.
How
What's
else do
wrong
you
with
how
that?
else do you mix your drinks?
Yeah, he
Spoon?
puts the ball in too, so he
Yeah,
can shake it.
just
Get a better cup for the podcast.
why?
Yeah, get like a causing the ruckus one. It's like we
I
make
can't
it.
afford anything else. I pay for the Zoom membership. That's all my finances.
Okay, shall
Maybe
we jump
like-
into this thing then?
Yeah, we'll start with as usual comedy of the week, and obviously when there's a guest, they have to bring it. So let's see what you got.
Grace
All right.
on the block.
So Mickey Mouse goes to the courthouse to get a divorce. The judge tells him you can't get a divorce from Minnie just because she's a little crazy. So Mickey tells him, I didn't say she was a little crazy. I said she was fucking goofy.
It's good. I've never heard it before. That's original.
That's.
I've
I'm a
seen that
fan.
one on. I've seen that one on Reddit. It's pretty good though. But I have,
That is good.
Okay, easy, Maddie.
that's the tough part is when I treat it like it's the first time I'm hearing it. Right. That's usually how we go with that. If it's a joke we've heard.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I usually
Objectively.
just say I've heard it before, and then I just move on.
No, I've never heard that before. I think it's clever. I like it.
I'll give you a point from my end here. There you go.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Lucas.
I did think it was funny the first time I heard it, so I'll give it to you.
Okay.
So no for me, dog. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm just kidding. I liked it. That was good. Shot penalty for the rest of us.
Cheers.
Well done, Grace.
Folks.
Woo! Okay, jumping into it. First things first. Does chat want to take a stab at guessing which one of us unlucky souls had the pleasure of dating Grace before? I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm just kidding. No, but legitimately, take a stab at it. Take a guess.
Who was I unlucky enough to date?
So how about this? I think we can kind of build off a game from this. So while people are guessing, and I guess maybe we can start to unravel a bit.
Sure.
We can ask the person who was your ex, what was your first impression about this person? And let people kind of be like, I would get that impression
okay.
off this, that, or the other.
First impression. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so first impression was the strange kid that lived across the street.
That's it.
That's it. All right.
Strange. He was strange.
That's interesting.
So how did it come about that you guys started dating? Because you guys grew up across the street from each other, right?
Yep.
Okay, back on. And then what made you go from that to then dating? Like, what was the transition?
So I think from what I remember was we had like a reunion of our street and we were in the back of a car together and both of us were like kind of flirty, a little bit flirty, and I was like, no, like I don't know where I am in like this whole situation.
You weren't in the back of the car?
No, but we had been drinking it. And when you're drinking, you get a little frisky with somebody just because like they're a little flirty. And then we left it alone. And then
No,
I don't think that.
I have morals. I don't do that.
Yeah.
And then I slid into his DMs on Twitter.
You made the move?
I made the move and asked for a DJ he was playing at our friend's house. DJ Shantaro, I think. And then we just started talking and it was just kind of like an easy thing.
Okay.
I feel like if the silence isn't telling us everything, we'll get to know pretty fucking soon.
All right. How long have you known this person?
Since probably I was 6 or 7.
So about 50 years now.
Yeah, like 70 years, definitely.
Yeah.
Good math. Strong math. Do you think this person were they cuter younger or as they were older?
Hey, we're all about
Fair
honesty
question.
here. None of this fake
fair
shit.
question.
They definitely were way more dorky younger, and as they were older, they definitely grew into their dorkiness, which made them more attractive.
Okay.
Lucas, you're such a dork, dude.
There's a lot of sexual.
No, Lucas
tension
hasn't
in
grown.
this room.
Lucas hasn't grown into it yet. Lucas hasn't grown, so we know it ain't Lucas.
Yeah.
Will he ever grow into it though? Like.
Well, I will, and then I'll be. It'll make me attractive. So. That's it. That's the recipe.
Should we give it away? Oh, you still playing? Guess who?
Uh,
No, go on.
does he look like he drives a taxi?
Yeah.
I don't know if we can say that, dude. Well, actually, we can. It just depends on how the
It's
chat
intent,
interprets
yeah.
it.
No,
Yeah,
if people
yeah.
interpret it the
How
way
the
they want
racists want to interpret it, that's up to them.
Yeah, it's their decision.
That's true.
Actually, he did drive Uber for a little bit.
Yeah, Lucas
Okay.
did drive Uber for a
I
little
did.
bit.
I actually did. I drive it for
Yeah.
1.5 days.
Yeah, it doesn't narrow it down at all. But
I did one trip as well. It was my mom.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, you
She used the discount code, right? The $20 off or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. I
was
made
it from was it from your house to her house when you guys lived literally down the street from each other?
No,
No, it was
we
when
went
he-
out. We went out for dinner. I think
Oh, well, that's
it's
nice.
like Jack
You-
Astor's down the street.
You guys went out for dinner together and you just drove her as an Uber? I like
Did,
it.
did you make her sit in the
I
back
like it.
seat so it's more authentic?
How long you been Ubering for?
Classic
serious,
question.
So she only gave me 3 stars. I was pissed.
Yeah, rough. All right, so can we get a drum roll? Pull back the curtains.
That was weak, guys.
I can't even hear it. It was like 2 thumps. I see Lucas.
I gotta go like this, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. And wham bam, Grace's ex is Matt. I don't know where he is on my screen. Is he below?
I don't-
He's down.
he's-
He's down.
It's your boy, Skillmatic. Yeah. Yeah.
These
group
two
across the street.
kids. These two kids. Or
That's not on my screen. That's not where it is. That's
And that's no.
Anyways, yeah, we're gonna figure this thing out, guys, because
We're gonna solve world hunger
yeah,
by delving into this relationship.
True.
in,
Open the eyes
in
to many.
hopes to help the young lost souls out there. Feel like they can't find somebody, they can't get the attention of someone they like. You two are gonna be heroes tonight, and Lucas and I are gonna enjoy the show.
Yeah. No, that's all about doing what I can to make the world a better place. You know what I mean? If that's sharing my experiences on the internet, I can do that.
No wonder.
Hell
No
yeah,
wonder you
right?
guys are broken up. Because if someone said that to me and I was dating them, it'd be over. It'd be done. Anyway, Lee, do
Yeah.
you have a first question for them by chance?
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't. Well, let's be honest. I don't think anyone came here to see how cute your fucking relationship was. No one gives a shit about that. We want to know. we want to know the real stuff. So I think the first things first. Who called it? Who said it's a wrap?
Who topped?
So
Okay. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, let's hear both sides of the story. Grace, you first.
so
Who ended it and how did it end?
Maddie ended it, but he didn't show up to end it, so I ended up ending it.
Elaborate, please. What the hell does that even mean?
So Maddie texted me one day, we need to talk, and I went to his house in Georgetown.
I lived
never
there, by the
showed
way. I was there.
Yeah.
I was present.
And so I was hanging out. I played Catan with Lucas, Maddie's mom, Maddie's sister, Maddie's boyfriend, or not Maddie's boyfriend.
That's why we broke up.
Kel's boyfriend at the time, and we played Catan. And the whole time I'm having an anxiety attack because I was like, this motherfucker texted me saying we need to talk, but I'm gonna play it cool because I've known this family for my entire life. So I'm just like, I'm trying to play it off. We stop playing Catan. Maddie's still not home. It's like 9 o'clock. And I go into his sister's room, bawling my eyes out like, your brother texted me and I'm pretty sure we're breaking up and I don't know how to handle it. And I understand you're the sister, but like, you and I have also been friends for the same amount of time. And I'm like heartbroken, but I've also seen it coming for the last month kind of thing. And then Lucas was there as well. And I'm crying in Kel's room.
My room was
Bawling my
locked.
fucking. I was fucking crying so hard because I was so pissed too. And I was upset. I was pissed. This motherfucker didn't show up to break up with me. So I texted him on the advice of somebody in the house, like, why are you still here? And I'm like, you're right. Why the fuck am I still here? Text him being like, you want to talk? You're going to have to come to me because I'm not waiting anymore. And then I went home, cried the entire way home. listen to a breakup song because that's what I do.
What was the song?
And
Avril Lavigne, Damn Cold Night?
no, it was
Banger.
Little Mix. What's it called?
Ugly Heart?
Ugly Heart. Yes.
Song's
no,
a banger.
that's Girl.
Oh,
That's Girl, isn't it?
Oh.
With an ugly heart. No, Little Mix had one for Pierre and Zayn Malik, and I listened to that, and I was like, "Fuck this motherfucker! I can do better. Like, I don't deserve this shit." And I drove home, and I crumbled into my mom's arms, and I, like, legitimately, I was so upset. One, because I felt like Maddie didn't feel like I was good enough to show up to break up with me. Sorry, Matt. But honest to God, that's how I felt. And I felt like he was sleeping with one of his coworkers at the time already. And that just solidified it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, you just threw so many layers that
I know, I'm so sorry.
I didn't expect it to go
Okay.
like that. But,
We're getting
Okay,
into
so-
it.
That's fine.
So I can touch on that. So
Yeah, let's hear your side of the
that's
story.
true.
Yeah.
So I did bring it up as something I think we both had known for a while. I think was the way it was going to play out. But I think it was like hard to face the, like when I'd sent that. This was the time too. Like I was going out with my coworkers multiple times a week and like going to a bar like after work like pretty frequently. Like looking back, I could have had so much money saved if I didn't go out so much. But anyways, I did. We used to go out all the time. And yeah, I think after I'd sent that, we were at the bar, and I was like, fuck, like I don't know, like I felt like I couldn't face it. It was like you know when that it's like so real that it like kind of hits you, and yeah, that totally was not cool of me to do. Because then I think what happened was then, I think that week, because we actually played hockey together too at the time. We were supposed to go to hockey together on the Friday, and I think that's when we actually had called it off because I remember dropping off at home, and I think we were just like, I was like, yeah, I think, you know, this is kind of it. And
I threw his hockey equipment at his car.
Emotion.
And the picture, and the picture.
Yeah, the
Lee
picture.
painted us.
Yeah,
I fucking hugged it.
yeah. You did like the
And I
caricature.
fucking hucked it
I
across
don't even
my
remember
lawn.
it, but
Yeah.
yo, I did that.
Yeah. Because I remember going to my aunt and uncles we played with too, and I was like, yo guys, like, I don't think Grace is gonna be there tonight. And kind of like told them to run down, and we were like, shit. But yeah, that was a total dick move on my part. I totally understand where you came from with that.
So sorry, one thing I want to ask that I think would probably, I imagine, would help a lot of people because I know a lot of people will be in a relationship that they know they want out of, but there's no reason to be out of it, so they struggle to reach the breakup point.
Mm-hmm.
What was you said that you both knew it was coming to this, but you initiated it, Matt. How did you get to the point where you said, yeah, maybe this is best? Like, I imagine, and you tell me, I imagine it was a difficult choice. I imagine you went back and forth a lot in your head. Correct me if I'm wrong. But like, how did you come to that conclusion that this is the best thing for us to do, and how difficult was it?
Yeah, I think, especially because we were friends before too, I think obviously made it even that much harder. And again, it was obviously very hard. That's why I couldn't even, after I said, let's meet up and talk, I couldn't even like bring myself to do it after I had brought that up. So that was really tough. But I think it's just, I don't know, it's something you just have to think of yourself. And again, people, interpret that as selfishness if you want, but ultimately, and relationships are a great like way to reflect on it, but ultimately you have to, the way I always look at it is I'm always going to be the one that's there by my side. I don't want to say like, and there was nothing wrong. It was like nothing went wrong. It just maybe just wasn't the right fit. I don't want it to seem like anything was done wrong in a way that caused separation. It just, I don't know. It's I guess it would be good to give context to. This was what, 6 or 7 years? Oh, I guess it would be like 7 years this year, being 2021, right? Do I have those times right, or is it a little later than that?
Yes, because we broke up in 2016.
Okay, so we started like 2014-ish. Yeah, so it's been like 5 years.
Damn, it's been
Yeah.
a long time.
I know, it's crazy, eh? so yeah, like looking back, and again, you had brought up a point too about, that you had thought that I was sleeping with a coworker, which when we were still together was not the case, but it was something that was moved on very quickly afterwards. And that's where I've talked about this in some of our other episodes, where it's like when I've come to terms with something, a relationship, for example, that it's not going to work out, I move on very quickly because I don't really like dwell on, what it brought to my life. It's more something to reflect on, but it's something I leave in the past very relatively quickly. And I know that not everyone's like that, and I probably come off as very cold because of it, but that's just kind of the person that I am. So I could totally understand. We'll get into some stories later, but about how you felt afterwards. I could totally see where you're coming from with that.
So, and I guess the question for you, Gracie, would be,
Yeah.
Off of all that too, is there something different you would have liked to have done? Would you have liked of Maddie to have done differently in that situation? What would have made it easier for you? Because I know that you also, if you were anxious, you may have been like, oh my God, just kind of, cut the cord or whatever at that point.
So if I were to go back and relive Maddie's and I relationship, I would have ended it. And being the person I am now, and Maddie, please don't take offense to this, but you did not put effort in that last year. There was absolutely no effort put in. And I was always the one going to you, doing what you wanted to do, hanging out with your friends.
It was a reoccurring theme.
This isn't the first time Maddie's heard it.
Oh shit.
It was, and like, honestly, like, I appreciate a relationship because I definitely grew from it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I look back at the person I am today, I wouldn't put up with half the shit I went through with you. And I'm a
learning resource. I love it. So this is what I meant about, people can learn.
Exactly. I mean,
I'm
also go to a therapist.
I'm a teacher.
But definitely, if I was dating you today, I wouldn't put up with half the shit I put up with. And I would have, and I would have told you up front, like, you are not putting in an effort. I deserve way more than you're giving. The other thing is, I gave you 3 outs. And I don't know if you remember this, but I definitely remember this. I gave you 3 outs. And I remember talking to you, are we okay? I need you to tell me if we are okay. And every single time I asked that question, you were like, yeah, we're fine. I love you. And then I was like, okay, we're good. And then something would happen. I'm like, I don't think we're okay. And I would tell my best friend this, and she will advocate for it. I knew it was over 6 months before it was over because I put that question out there so many times. And every time you're like, yeah, we're fine. And I understand, like, it was like 14 years of friendship. Mm-hmm. I don't want to hurt this person, but that's also a selfish way to look at it because you just didn't want to deal. And again, tell me if I'm wrong, but when people say, I don't want to hurt you, it's, I don't want to deal with hurting you. Yeah, more so than...
That's interesting. Yeah. I never thought about it that way.
That's neat.
New perspective.
It's already too late. If you're already at that point, someone's already hurt.
Exactly. And again, I was hurt when we went to Myrtle Beach with your family for your cousin's wedding. I was already hurt. At that point, I was definitely already hurting. And I went on that trip thinking, like, this is our chance to, like, kind of find ourselves again. Obviously, we didn't find it. And I was already hurt at that wedding. And then moving forward, it was just dragging a dead horse.
Did it make it worse that Maddie and I were sleeping with each other?
Yes, 100%. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
No, like, whenever she came over, she'd be like, Maddie, I'm home. And she'd, like, open the door. It's like him and I spooning. I'm like, oh, Gracie.
Shit.
And I'll be like, but did you bring the McNuggets?
Lucas does have better curves.
I've probably heard that before. So, yeah, obviously, wow. Hard time there. How did it come to this now? Because now we're all friends.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, Lee. If you want,
what were you gonna say?
Lee, change it up then.
Let's try to go as chronological.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's go as chronological as we can. So you reach the point of breaking up. Okay, let's start with you, Grace. immediate reaction.
Well, I threw
Walk us through it. Oh, maybe not immediate, but you've had a week to digest it. What's going on in your brain?
So, week to digest it. I still, to this day, I'm still close with some of Matt's family. I'm close with his aunt and uncle, or cousins.
The ones that you guys play hockey with, right?
Yeah. Yes. So something happened in their family that I went to, and it was about a week or 2 weeks later. I can't remember exactly. And Maddie and I somehow ended up on the front porch together. And Maddie said, "I miss you." And I got fucking pissed. I was so livid. And obviously we're drinking. I was livid. I just had anger in me. So I just went off. I was like, fuck you. You don't have a right to put me what you put me through and then come back to me and be like, "I miss you." I was like, this is not how it goes. Fuck you. Fuck like everything. Like, and I was ready to hit him until one of his cousins came out and legitimately pulled me away. And I was like swearing. And then immediately after, I felt guilty because his aunt, my friend, was going through like a serious situation and something that she should have been my main focus, and she wasn't. And to this day, like, I beat myself up. I'm like, I should not have sat down next to Matt. I should not have comforted Matt. I should have left that to his family. But I was so pissed. And then the next day he was like, "I think I miss you." And I shut it right down because I knew the Matt I knew at the time has a pattern in his relationships where he'll break up with somebody and then tell them a week later, "I miss you." Because I knew he did that with his ex-girlfriend as well before me. And I didn't want a part of it. And I was like, I'm not doing this.
That's admirable of you. So at no point did you, because I mean, I feel like it's a common thing for people to want, for the person who didn't initiate the breakup, I feel like it's common for them to want to try and get the relationship back. And it sounds like you had no interest in that at all. Is that true? And why not?
I did. So I did have interest in getting it. Like, obviously I missed him. And obviously I still had love for him, even though I knew he didn't have love for me in the way I had for him. I just knew I deserved somebody who puts in the effort for me, was my thing. So like, I was hurting, and I know Lee and Lucas can contest to this. I was hurting for a very long time after. Probably like a year after. Lee, I was like,
she's in pain now. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm not. No.
I'm kidding.
But like, I was definitely, because I think I was Lee. I was texting. I was like, "Am I not worth it?" Kind of idea. And I had this idea in my head. I was like, I don't think I'm worth anything at the moment. And honestly, that was one of the toughest things. But thankfully, that got me to a doctor who said I had anxiety, and I was like, oh, this makes so much more sense than me dwelling over a guy. But it did take me a bit after to be like, okay, seeing Matt. Like, for the first year, I think every time I saw Matt, I felt like hitting him with a bottle. Like, if I had a 2-6 in my hand, I was like, I would love to just fucking hit him over the head like a baseball bat.
Lee and I still have that actually with Matt. So
to be fair, I have that with everyone. I want to punch all.
Lee just wants to fight everyone. Yeah.
When Lee saw his newborn nephew, he was like, "Oh man."
Go ahead and cry. Go ahead and cry. No, so you said you were angry.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you kind of alluded to it, but why do you think the anger lasted so long?
I think the anger.
I'm a fucking shrink. Jesus.
I wouldn't go that far, Lee.
Damn.
I think I was mad, honest to God, because I feel like I didn't get the closure I wanted from the relationship. So he didn't show up, and then when he showed up at my house, I just had rage. So I was just hucking shit. And I was like, "You just wanted the chase," and I was just throwing shit. And I feel like I didn't get to have the conversation with Matt. Like, was it something I did, or was it just we grew apart kind of thing? Or like, is it because I like am this, or is it just because you didn't want to be in a relationship kind of thing? I stayed angry so long as well because I think I was just so hurt, and I definitely thought Maddie and I were in it for like the long haul. We weren't, and when I look back now, I'm like, thank God we weren't, because I don't think we were the right match for each other. And like I hope Maddie finds that match for him, but I know looking back in the mindset I am today that I'm like, we would be like, one of us would have ended up dead, and it would probably be him.
Yeah, Gracie's definitely the fight. Definitely.
Wow. So basically, if I ended up dead out of nowhere,
No. Fucking no.
Maddie, she came on the show. Consider yourself at risk.
That's fucking nuts.
No, I'm kidding.
I've never had a hit on me before.
Have you ever, Gracie? Have you ever spilt his tea? Because that's a good way to get the aggression.
I've heard spilling his tea is a fun way.
Right in my skin.
That sounds so sexual.
Spill my
Spill his tea, baby. Anyways, if you're over it, don't spill his tea. Matt, what's your side of the story? Okay,
like,
sorry. I mean,
yeah,
1 week out. 1 week out. Where are you at? I know you're not the type of person to dwell, but where are you at?
Yeah, I think it was a tough time. With our family and stuff. And I think when I miss you, I think it was more like missing the concept of having someone there versus necessarily like Grace as the person. It was more just missing having like that's the truth. It's missing the partner or having someone to lean on in a way that you would with a partner, not necessarily like with like your family and such. So I think that's kind of where I was at that point. And again, like it's interesting, like reflecting now, because with my most recent relationship, that wasn't the case. Like once we kind of, again, it ended a little differently, but it was more so, it wasn't something I kind of looked back on in the same way that I may have with Grace. And again, maybe it was the fact, that there was a lot more history there with growing up and stuff, but but then after that, it was kind of, I don't really think there were any interactions until we were talking about one of the first parties, I think, Lee, that you hosted. And it was the first time that you were like, just, like Grace is going to be there. And by this time I was with my ex at the time, my ex now, but I was with a new partner at the time.
No, you weren't. You were with Jay, after me. It wasn't, no.
I wasn't really with her.
Yeah, but it was.
I never had like a relationship. It was between, no, because she never came to one of Lee's parties.
I know, but she wasn't there when.
Maybe he's referring to a different moment then. Because if you're referring to the moment I think you are, you didn't bring anyone.
You didn't bring anyone. She wasn't
sorry.
There.
Okay. Oh, my bad. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yes, you're right. My apologies. Yeah. I might be thinking of like parties after where nothing actually happened, but that first the first that's one for the books. But that was where I think so basically I thought it was pretty civil most of the night. It was the first night Grace and I had met up since that night at my aunt's place.
What'd you wear?
I don't remember.
Not like a space jacket?
No, that was way later.
Wasn't the same? Is it the same one?
No, but that one was the.
Sorry.
That was the one shortly after that.
That was like relatively recent.
We have to dig into those super
No, that
details.
was not recent.
Pardon me.
Sorry. So felt like it went pretty well, and then we're obviously all drinking. Lucas, your ex at the time was also there. I think they were all leaving together, were they not?
Pardon?
Yes, I think you're right.
Carrie was
right.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm usually so drunk at these parties that I don't even remember if I was there.
You were there.
I was there? Perfect, thank you.
There.
Yeah.
Another one for the books to remember.
So Grace is going to leave with her clique that had all shown up, and I'm sitting. I think it's Lee, myself, and then two of Lee's friends were sitting on the couch, and Grace is going to leave, and she comes up to us, and she literally like looks me in the face and goes, "Maddie, I fucking hate you." And then
you didn't do the hand movement right. It was I hugged Lee, and then I was like, "I'd hug you." but I fucking hate you.
Now,
then-
someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she said, I kind of fucking hate you. Not even like you fully hate him.
I think it was a-
I kind of fucking hate you.
I thought it was just like, but it was loud.
Was it straight? Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, it was loud. Like you like yelled, and I remember because then like that's when Lucas's ex came and like, okay, let's go. Like it's time to go. And, like, I remember they left, and I looked at Lee and the people beside us was like, and we all started laughing. Like, did that exactly?
Can I preface this?
Never,
Wait,
I've
hold
never
on.
been in a
Time out.
scenario like this. It was
Time out.
crazy.
I'm gonna preface this. So Lee had texted me, I'm having a party. Maddie's gonna be there. Please come, but like I also understand if you don't come. And I was like feeling like fuck this motherfucker. I'm going. Cause
Did you look in the mirror? You look in the mirror like.
And like I hyped myself up. I was like, like I was like, let's go.
Did you actually do that? Do you actually do that to hype yourself up? Please tell me you did.
Yeah, I hit myself on the chest like an ape. I'm like, okay, but before I got
The ape makes that sound though. The ape's puking. The ape has a fucking hangover. Shit.
Okay, but before I got to Lee's house, I finished half a 2-6. And by the time I was leaving, I had finished the other half of the 2-6. So I was already fucked.
Was it whiskey?
It was vodka.
Oh.
No, it was vodka. And I was already hammered. And then I had already made another joke earlier on when we were playing beer pong, and I didn't blow the ball out of the cup. And I was like, oh, Maddie, is that why you broke up with me? Because I suck at blowing?
I don't remember that one.
And I remember everybody looked at me.
That.
And Christina looked at me and she was like, oh, sweetie. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then so when I was saying bye, I was already like awkward. I was like, do I hug him? Like, is that weird? Like, what do I do? And I was like, I fucking hate you a little bit. I don't know.
I'm sorry. We need to address that. So when in your mind, when you're going to say bye to him, you were contemplating hugging him.
Yes.
And then you decided on, I fucking hate you. Like,
No, I hate you.
How do you just make that left turn so quickly?
Maybe because you couldn't decide how you wanted to. You just hated that put pressure on what you were gonna do. Like, I hate you for putting me in this position.
Well, no.
That's fair.
Right? That's the logic.
I think like the logical part of me was like hug him so like he knows that you don't give a fuck, but also like fuck him for putting you what he put you through. So then it turned out to like a half hug, like of me moving my arms around like fucking spaghetti man, and then being like, I fucking hate you, and then that's just what came out.
For future references, if you want the mix of that message of I don't care but also fuck you, you go for the hug. But when you go for the hug, you go for double underhooks and you suplex his ass after you hug him. That's how you get these messages across.
No, what I should have done is hugged him and whispered like you're a fucking asshole. Is what I should have done.
You should have whispered like consider yourself dead.
I have put a hit out on you, motherfucker.
Yeah, but then that became the greeting. That's how we all greeted each other for quite some time.
We still do a lot now.
We still do it.
We still do a lot now.
Because so Lee and I worked in the same warehouse for a little bit, and every time he saw me, he was like, and I was like, "Fuck off!" I was like, "I don't want to remember that night in the slightest bit."
The most awkward thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was like something that happens in a movie. Like we really sat in disbelief. We're like,
yeah, honestly,
did that just happen?
From my perspective, too. Now,
it's like a
obviously,
reality show.
I'm good friends with Grace and Matt. I wasn't part of the relationship, so I can stay impartial. I don't care. I can be friends with whoever. So for me, like, yeah, she did that, and I was shocked. I was like, huh? And like, yeah, immediately Matt and I looked at each other, and I was like, what? And I see Grace turn the corner. She's still in the house, but I see her turn the corner, and we burst out laughing. Like, I can't hold it, but I also feel back. I'm like, she can hear me. She can hear me laughing at what she just did. But I can't help
I was too gone. I was too gone to hear anything.
Yeah, it was fucking comical.
Amazing.
That's like one of the funniest things I think.
Serious question. Where was I?
I don't know.
You were.
I really don't know.
You were.
I don't know.
No, you were with us because you were staying with. No, you weren't staying with me and Carrie. Were you? No, I don't remember. I thought you came home with us though.
I don't know.
Your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. So.
Yeah, no.
And then
I have no idea where Luke's was.
I'm pretty sure that was the first interaction. Yeah, that was the first interaction that we were in a group setting after that.
Yeah.
Should we take a chat break?
Oh shit! It's already time. Look at that, time fucking flies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pour up a
that's
shot.
And
Grace.
Shot?
Yep. We got Twitch out here, Kelakino. Nobody gives a shit about you, Lucas. That's why no one knew where you were.
Yes, Cal.
That's pretty damn true. Ain't it?
Yeah, man.
I also want to point out, I'm kind of embarrassed that I missed it. Our moderator pointed out that Lucas said he drived Uber and that we just let him get away with that, Matt. What the
You
fuck?
said you drived Uber? I didn't catch that.
I didn't say
I know.
that.
I missed it too. So
I thought he said
definitely
maybe.
gonna-
I thought he said he like. Oh, yeah. It would have been a drove, but I didn't. I didn't.
I
We'll have
didn't
to
I
watch
say I
that.
Ubered?
No, I think.
Do you have a maid, Grace, or like what was that?
That was Olivia pouring me drinks. I told you, she's my drink
Okay, wait,
servant tonight.
what kind of Windex are you shooting? Like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Does that really get you fucked up or what?
It's 1838 gin.
Oh my.
Girl, we all thought your shorts were underwear.
I just straight up thought you were in panties. I'm like,
Yeah, I was
oh,
like, what
okay.
No, it's
Well, our
apartment doesn't
Yo, our
have air
viewers got
conditioning.
a
our
free
podcast,
show.
yeah, our podcast
Gracie,
is shut down.
I
We're
personally
canceled.
would like to appreciate that you can now launch us onto Pornhub Live. Give us 1 second, guys. We are
We're opening an
now
OnlyFans
active.
account. Anyone who wants to donate to the channel, we might be able to have Grace on later on another episode for you guys. Free shows.
Shot. I'm taking a shot. Cheers.
I need a shot. I can't.
I think she's trying to entice you, Matt.
I've raised my standards.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Again, I'm glad.
funny.
I'm glad that I can be a stepping stone for people to learn from.
Yeah,
because
right. Anyway,
Apparently, yeah. I look like I think I'm a dick actually. Like, yeah.
We've talked about this several times in the podcast. I think we're all dicks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We're just
You are.
Do you
what
want my
eat,
honest
baby.
opinion?
Yeah, let's hear it. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
yeah.
For Maddie or all of us?
All of you.
Can I be
Yeah, let's hear
excluded?
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Let's go.
yeah, go for it.
If I didn't love you guys as much as I did, you guys are dicks. 100% you guys are dicks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought it was going to
that's
be worse.
okay.
I thought you were gonna say something worse.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, we know.
Not something
No,
we
I was
don't
just-
know. We literally opened it with "We think we're dicks."
I think
I know, but I was like, do you want me to be honest? You guys are dicks. I was
Yeah.
reaffirming it.
our first interactions with each other when we meet back up with stuff or even text back each other after a long time is to insult each other first before checking up on each other.
But I think
Yeah.
you have to be able to insult your best friends. Otherwise, are you guys really best friends then if you can?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how
That
I
sounds
look
like
at
a
it.
boring ass
Good one,
friendship.
moron. Go ahead, guys.
Imbecile. Okay, so we discussed how that party ended and that first interaction since you guys broke up. Now, be honest. How did you both feel coming to that party, knowing, oh God, this is the first time I'm going to see them since? Be honest now.
Who do you want to go first?
Go ahead, Grace.
I was not comfortable with it, but I wanted to put on a front that I was okay because I wanted to rub it in his face. Is what where my mentality was. Clearly that did not work because I did everything the opposite of what I should have.
It worked well with
But
my
I
ex,
mean-
so. Did you not take notes?
That's a whole episode, man. That one
Your-
was a whole episode.
Your ex happened after Maddie and I.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Okay, so you're
Um,
looking to show off?
Not show off,
Oh, sorry,
but just
yeah.
Front.
put on a front that fuck you kind of. And I did say that. So I mean, I did get my point across kind of, but not in the way I wanted. It was just, I definitely wanted to be I'm okay without you.
Sorry, Lee. What's at the face?
Yeah, right?
I'm sorry. I was just reading Scott Hall's comment.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know what that was in reference to. He's
Isn't it
not
'cause
wrong.
the cat's name is
Queso
Queso?
is cheese sauce.
Because the cat's name is Queso.
Who mentioned the cat?
We
Yeah.
didn't mention the cat.
How did
We haven't.
Scott, where are
How,
you?
Scott,
having
how do you know
queso
this?
right now?
Yeah, Scott. It's very ironic because Grace and her roommate have a cat named Queso. But I'm imagining someone said queso. Oh, maybe Grace said queso, and that's
Oh.
Oh shit!
Maybe she was just calling the cat.
Scotty Hall bringing in the banger jokes.
funny fella.
Appreciate that.
Okay, Matt, how'd you?
Oh, Lee.
Oh,
Lee
I said it. Oh shit! Damn. Fuck.
For real, bro. You
Well,
should
now
take
I feel like I should show the cat.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No. Keep your underwear on. Keep your underwear on. Yeah. That's all right.
Now it's time to
We're
show
gonna
the
sit down.
cat.
We're not ready. We're not ready.
Let me open up porn live. We're live.
That's good.
Oh, we're so funny. Okay,
Hey, Grace,
right,
Grace, you're like really red, like you're embarrassed or something.
Because I am.
Yeah. So I'm sorry to hear that was your intention of you felt that way, but wanted to put on a front. Because again, like I had said, it was something that was a piece of my past. So I was no difference to me, unfortunately. I don't know if that's kind of brutal to hear, but that's just, again, like I said, that's how I was already moved on by that point. So you got to do it for you, not to front. But again, this
And 100%. Like, if I were to do it again, like if I had to do that party over again in the mindset I have now, I definitely would not have had like I fucking.
Would you have
hate
even
you.
come though?
No, I would have come, I think. And I think I actually.
I try not to laugh, but Lucas and Lee's like their faces.
I'm sorry.
I was being
hold it
serious.
to it.
I was
Fucking
being
Christ, I'm
serious.
trying to have an honest conversation.
I was being fine,
Oh,
and so I looked
This
over at
isn't the
Lee's.
place for that.
See,
This isn't the place.
I looked over at Lee's screen, and he did the same thing as me, where he started looking at other people. I'm like, oh no, we're caught. We're caught.
You guys are disgusting. I would have went, but I definitely think I would have pulled you aside at the beginning just to like have a conversation
Fuck you, early.
and then let it go.
Yeah, you still
No,
addressed
but
him?
I think I would have addressed him. Again, I'm saying in the mentality I am in now, and I think I've grown up a lot since Maddie and I dated and since we broke up. I'm more in the mental capacity of like, I can communicate my feelings. I can tell him I think he was an asshole in nice words, but we can move on. We can move on from this point and be cordial around each other. And I think if I had that conversation with him, I could have skipped over like I'm not worth it, like, and all that self-talk I was having of Grace, you're a piece of shit. Like, clearly this guy didn't want you because something's wrong with you. And I think if I had that conversation with Matt at that part, not necessarily at that party, but like if I had
At
that
some
conversation with Matt at some point, I would have skipped over a lot of the anxiety I caused myself. But again, that's after I've worked on myself so much since we broke up.
Nice.
Not because of the breakup, but because I kind of found myself after I dated Matt and after I dated somebody else as well. I was like, okay, something's going on with you that's not to do with other people. So work on yourself before you go into another relationship.
So would it have been awkward if we had that conversation? You know that meme where it's like the guy sitting down and it just says like okay, and he's like kind of like looking to the side. You guys know that meme that I'm talking about?
I have no idea.
It's like,
I surprisingly have no idea.
Oh yeah.
Great, Grace, like, can I talk to you when she starts talking? You're such an asshole. I'll be like, okay. Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, and like, what do we go from here?
Yeah. Do you want a drink? Like, what's happening?
But,
I feel you.
yeah, I think that's true, and I'm glad that you kind of like have now come to that like, agreed. If it was just something you'd asked, I would have had no problem answering. Like, it wasn't something I was awkward talking about, or answering. Would have been, I would have told you glad it was nothing to do with who you were as a person. It was just, from my perspective, not the right fit. And again, like you said, I think that's something we both agree on.
Yeah, and we definitely grew apart. I think like after that first year, like I think that first year was the first relationship I'd been in that had been healthy, like a healthy relationship. And then after that first year, something happened. We were growing up. it was just not what either of us expected. I don't think he and I communicated properly either, which I think is a huge thing in relationships. Like, I think I would get mad, but I wouldn't share with him that I was mad at him. So I would just kind of harbor it.
Very important.
And I honestly think he did that with me too, because I don't think, Matt, you and I ever fought until like the last like 3 months.
And it's interesting you say that, because my most recent relationship was the same thing. Never fought until the end, and it was maybe this, again, communication. But that's where from that I've learned that it's just you always have to express how you feel all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
otherwise,
and you don't have to do it
exactly. Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
You don't have to do it in a shitty way. It's just like, hey, like, you did this, and I'm really fucking irritated by it. How do we move on from this point?
Mm-hmm.
And how do we fix, like, how can we compromise this? Which I know, Matt, you and I never did. I think we only tried to talk about the positive things together. We never talked about the negative things. And when we talked about the negative things, it was when we were drunk. So it never really like sat properly, or we never talked about it properly.
Yep.
And that, so what was your biggest takeaway from that? I guess just learning how to communicate better would be like your guys' take. Like, what did you guys each learn from that relationship to pass on to another? Because I'd say that each time, you go into a relationship, you learn something that you're like, hey, I need to start improving on this for the next one. Is that something that you'd say is a takeaway from that?
Yeah.
For me, yes. And I also, Matt, no offense, I learned that I deserve somebody that puts in the effort for me. And that I'm not always the one putting in the effort.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, everyone does.
I won't take offense to that, because I know that's the case. You gotta find someone that invests in you the same that you invest in them.
Yeah.
For sure.
So what about you, Matt? Like, Grace kind of alluded to how she came to being friendly. And I mean, I guess you kind of alluded to it the entire time as well, about just you move on.
Yeah.
But
like, it was never like a hard thing for me. It was just, it was more difficult when my ex was coming and being like, they were in an uncomfortable position, which I could. It's hard for me to comprehend that too, because I've never been in that situation where it's like, oh, that their ex is going to be at this party. What is this going to be like? Whereas to me, it's like, I'm like, it's a thing in my past. Like, I don't know what part's uncomfortable. Like, it's not like I'm gonna fall in love when we go there. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. But I don't. Again, it's hard for me to comment on that because I don't know. I've never been in the reverse scenario. So it was never a problem for me. It was more so, how is my partner going to deal with this? And the first few times, she admitted that it was awkward, or it was a little uncomfortable. And then there was a party that they both got drunk and like were best friends. And I don't know what was talked about, but you guys were like best friends.
So how and be honest here with us. How did you feel about that?
So
Me?
when.
No, Maddie.
Wait,
Maddie.
sorry.
Yeah, Matt first. Sorry, Grace.
Oh,
Matt
I
first.
didn't. It wasn't something that I really looked at in any. Like, I was glad that they were able to connect on that part. They were obviously both drunk, so I didn't. You take that with a grain of salt. But like, I was glad that they were able to talk at that level. So yeah, it was something I was cool with. Sorry, I want to quickly shout out Karl Marx finally.
Oh, Carl's here.
Fucking last half hour. Appreciate your presence though, bro. He said he's not used to the new time.
That's fair. That's fair. But Carl at any point is good enough.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather some Carl than no Carl.
Exactly. But yeah, so it was something I was just glad to at least see. Again, I don't know. I don't even think she knows what was discussed, and I don't know if you know what you guys talked about that night. But everyone kind of, I was glad.
I remember what was talked about that night.
Give us your take on it, Grace.
So when she first came around to a party, I knew like I don't have any feelings towards Matt anymore, but there was still like this sense of jealousy because they were like, babe, and I was like, something like irked me about that. But I really I really like you as a person. Like, you're such a cool chick. Like, I have nothing to hate about you other than the fact that you're dating the guy I dated, which I'm not like. I feel like you all can attest too. I'm not that kind of person to be like, I fucking hate you because you
You
dated somebody
you
I
literally
date.
said those exact same words, though.
Okay, but you were a dick.
But apparently, we're all
Different.
dicks, so you
Don't ask us to attest to it.
And we have them too. Hey.
But do you?
Well, I don't know.
But-
You can tell us Maddie's side on that one later.
I don't. I don't.
But so like after like that first initial meet, because I know her and I were like trying to feel each other out, because obviously I'm the ex. So I understood like there's gonna be a hesitation towards me, but I think her and I like picked it up. We were talking about like ourselves one day at Alex's house, I think. And we were just talking about anxiety and feeling like that kind of like sense of pressure in your chest, and we just hit it off. Mental health bringing people together.
That's it.
It's good.
Yeah. And she opened up to me, and I was like, holy fuck, like, can we open up to each other? Like, I have no problem opening up, but like, is this allowed kind of thing?
It's illegal.
I was like, is this fucking weird that we're opening up to each other? But I thought she was an awesome person. Like, I never had a bad time with her. Her and I may have started a book club together. I still think she's pretty wicked.
What does may have mean? Like, is there some mystery in there?
No, we did
It's
start
for
a book
us,
club
it's
together.
for us to decide.
You guys started.
We definitely
You guys started a book club?
started, and like I felt weird doing it, but I was also like, I like you as a person, so like I'm not gonna say no because we both have the interest of books, and there's not a lot of people in my life right now who read the books I read. So we started a book club.
You could
We
have
haven't met in a while.
You could have ended that sentence a little earlier and just said there aren't that many people in my life right now, but that's fine.
Damn.
Excuse me while I drink.
Well, I know for a
Thank
fact there's a good reason why there aren't a lot of people who start a book club together. That's for sure.
Well, like we just drink wine and talk shit about our lives. So
But you guys call it a book club.
Yeah, just it's just the Matt roast every Friday night.
it's not though. We talk
It should
about
be.
where we are in our lives. No,
Should be.
That's
That'd be
good.
because
fun.
I think
It'd be
I
fun.
I don't know.
No, I'm joking. Of
I-
course, your lives are bigger
No.
than Matt.
I think
And
you
it's
guys are
also
literally
just, like-
taller than Matt too. So
Actually, Matt and I are the same height.
It's cute.
What was that?
wow, I'm glad you guys have something in common.
Me too.
Yeah.
How did you guys come to be now? Like now you guys are cordial. Now everything seems to be, in my opinion, like from the outside in fine. How did that kind of transition to where now you guys are cool with each other? Did it just kind of happen over time? Was there
I
something
think it
that
was just a time thing. Again, Grace said you were hurting. You know, it's obviously something that impacted you for a while. I think as that time grew on and as you grew, because again, like I had said, from those early parties, it was something that I was already comfortable with. So I don't know if it was just something that you needed time to kind of adjust to.
No,
For me, it was.
Sorry, go on. Go on.
Sorry, go ahead, Lee.
No, go ahead.
For
You're
me-
guest.
Oh God, this is typical work meetings. No, you
For
first.
me, it was. For me, it was definitely time, and it was also just like, am I really gonna let this person impact my life that hard that I'm gonna be holding on to it? Because, again, no offense, Matt, but you don't deserve my.
you don't have to
Not
say no
that,
offense, just
Yeah,
say
you
it.
don't have to, you can't. It's not gonna hurt
I
my
feel like
feelings.
it's offensive.
Don't worry.
But like, it's just this person doesn't deserve your time, so why give them any type of energy?
I should
Like,
start thinking
why
the same
put-
way with Maddie.
Why put any energy towards it? They clearly don't give a fuck. Why are you giving a fuck? And that's kind of one. And I did a slam poetry where I ripped you a new asshole in my poem, and I think that was releasing for me. And I enjoyed it, and it
Really, why are you
has
not-
kept.
It was a fun night. I remember.
Let me tell you that Lee and I are toxic because we were at that poetry slam being, "Oh, Gracie, get him, get him."
That's our boy.
Yeah,
That's
fucking
our boy.
ruin him.
Roast our boy.
We can play both sides. We can play both sides.
Yeah, we're good at that for sure.
That's actually what I wanted to say. Is like, I mean, for the viewers, like Lucas and I were friends with Matt first. Matt and Grace dating. That's how we were introduced to Grace, and while they dated, we kind of built our own friendship with Grace. And then when they split, we were friends with both people. And even to date, like there'll be times where Lucas and I hang out with Grace, and there'll be times when Lucas and I hang out with Matt. And as far as it goes for Lucas and I, like, we get the best of both worlds. It's great. Now, obviously, I'm assuming, Grace, you had no problem with that because we were Matt's friends first. Matt, did you at all in the beginning think it was at least weird?
Can I ask something? Do you think it's weird I'm still friends with your aunt and uncle?
No, not really. It's
No?
something we
Okay.
talked about. It's just because it was. You guys obviously built something very special, and I guess with everything that happened at that time, I can understand why that bond is still there. So it's something. It was something that we've talked about, but it is what it is. But it's not something I like
always...
lose sleep over and stuff.
That's like one of my biggest concerns because I do love them and I love them separate from our relationship, obviously. But I'm always worried, like, when I'm with them, I'm like, is this an issue for the family? Because obviously I don't want to come between family. But I do, like, I sincerely, like, value my friendship with them. But if you were like, I'm not comfortable with this, I would do my best to kind of, like, distance myself, I guess. Even though, like, it would be hard for me. And I think that was the hardest part of our breakup was I had to separate myself from your family. And I think that's why I also hung on so hard is because I love your family so much that it was just like, I had to do 2 breakups. It was one with you.
I think that's the thing a lot of couples or people deal with is, excuse me, not necessarily the breakup from your partner, but the connections you've made with like your partner's family. I think is always that's always tough. You build such good bonds with those people, obviously. That I understand that, especially my family. My family's fun as fuck. So
I think it's also even when during a breakup, like even just mutual friends and stuff like that. Like when you start hanging out with other groups, like you start making like these like hey cottage things and stuff like that, and you like start splitting groups. It gets super complicated. And like I don't know. If, like did you guys find that ever? Because you guys obviously split. Actually, I guess not, because Lee and I are playing both sides. So
yeah, no, yeah,
it's go on.
I felt bad that I was staying friends with Lee and Lucas, though.
Did you?
So, like, I felt guilty because I had, like, the sense I didn't want you guys to think that, like, I was holding on to our friendship because I wanted to wait a Matt, because that wasn't what the case was. And then same with, like, his aunt and uncle. I didn't want them to think I was keeping the friendship because it was connection to Matt. It was that I like sincerely love you guys and like I sincerely built a relationship, and I always felt guilty because I also didn't want Matt to think like, oh, this bitch is sticking around because like she wants me kind of thing, like that kind of mentality, or she's staying friends with my friends because she wants access to be around me.
See, it's funny because I never thought that. I think I don't know.
I never thought that.
I never thought that either. Like for me, it was more so like whoever invited me and was like, "Yo, like I got a place to drink, come over." I'm like, I don't give a fuck who it is. Let's go. Yeah. Like I was very impartial to that, but I think we also had the conversation with both of you guys separately, being like, I hope you're cool with us mingling both, right?
Impartial or impartial?
Impartial. Did I say impartial?
Impartial, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Like he's in a part. Yeah.
I'm impartial. Ship me out, baby.
As in an Amazon box. Yeah, man.
Ship me out.
Yeah. No. I'm looking at what Carl said. And Carl said personally, I might not like my ex staying friends with my buddies. And sorry, Grace, but I'm gonna put you on the spot for this one. But Grace is notorious within our group for hanging out with all of our exes. Not mine. Thank goodness. But everybody else's ex, Grace is.
No, this
Grace
is false.
wasn't
It was one ex. It was one ex.
Mine as well.
Christina.
Oh, but.
Yeah, Christina, Carrie. That's 3 right there, baby.
And then you started a book club with the other one. So it was minimum 3. And let's be real. If I don't see it happening, but if I were to split up with my wife to be, you guys would still be great friends.
100%, because she's.
And we've talked
I fucking love
her. And we've talked about that. I was like, I know, like I'm gonna see you at Grace's, so keep your shit together. If we're not together, like don't.
100%. Listen, your wife to be. I will choose her over you 100% of the time.
That's fine.
At this point, I fucking love her.
But no, I think about it too, and like I'm thinking what Carl said, and put myself in that situation. her hanging out with you is different because you and her had a friendship before we started dating.
Yes.
But I feel like if there was a night where she was like, we're like, oh, Matt and Lucas are hanging out with Emma, I'd be like, huh?
That's weird.
Since when? Yeah, like that. So like, kudos to you, Matt, for not really thinking anything of it when Lucas and I would hang out with Grace. But I'm putting myself in your shoes now, and I would be like, excuse me, what? But then
I think it also depends on the personality too, because like you guys know me, I'm very like laid back. I'm easygoing most of the time, unless we're at Oshiega and I think everyone's trying to murder me.
That's a whole nother story.
But like I'm pretty laid back. When people come to me, like I'm not gonna be like I can't talk to you, or if I've built like a genuine relationship with somebody, like I did with everybody out of Maddie and I's relationship. Like I built a genuine relationship with Lee. I built a genuine relationship with Lucas. I'm not the type to be like, I'm going to cut people out. You have to give me a reason to cut you out kind of thing. So Lucas, your one relationship, your ex, I'm not going to mention names. I had a reason to cut out after we were friends, after you broke up, because of that one fateful night where she just yelled at everybody.
She was a joke.
And I was like, and she said I was a shitty friend, and I know for a fact I am a ride or die kind of person. I will back you up. The minute you call me a shitty friend, I'm gonna back off because clearly you don't want this friendship.
Oh, it's that easy?
Let's
go, Lucas.
No, but you make a good point there, Grace, because like for Lucas and I specifically, like we very much had a separate relationship with you. Like we worked with you, and like you and I, we worked together every single day when we were in Oakville, and we built our own relationship. And then, like we had our own things in common, like struggles in common, especially that specific warehouse. We had the same struggle in common, and we built our own relationship. So I guess that does make sense as to why I didn't see an issue with hanging out. Like again, we built our own friendship.
Like, do you think it would have been different if when Grace and I had cut ties, that you had no ties with her at all outside
100%.
of that it would be different than it is, let's say, like present day?
Absolutely. I feel like if Grace didn't work with me, I probably wouldn't hang out with her. But the fact that I still saw her every single day after you guys broke up. It's like,
and Lee, you and I became best friends, not because of Matt, but because of where we were working.
Yeah, we were
like, we became close. Yeah.
Work colleagues, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like if we didn't work together, it would be a completely different story. Which is, I guess, why I would feel weird if, let's say, Emma was hanging out with Lucas and Matt. Like, yeah, you guys are friendly, you guys have a friendship together, but like
there's no ties outside of your relationship.
There's no tie, exactly. Like your friendship.
I'm building music. I'm creating music now, so follow me on SoundCloud. Imagine.
How trash.
I also want to call Kel Aquino. Lucas shows up to our house even when he's not invited. We don't want Lucas to hang out with us, but he still does.
That's different.
I don't remember what that was in relation to.
I'm very bad at
free statement.
At what do you call it? Cues? Like when people don't want me around, like I can't tell because I'm too drunk to care. So
that's good. That's good.
We tell them straight up.
Lucas, go the fuck home. No one wants you. He's like, yo, I love you guys too. Yeah. We're just like, oh my.
Yeah, I'll be like, all right, let's just hug it out.
Yeah.
See, Carl's saying now that he has kind of that insight that it makes a little more sense.
Yeah. So I don't know if you were there in the pre-show, Matt. I think you may have stepped away. But instead of the hypothetical this week, I think we kind of decided that we're going to play a fun game of Truth or Drink, where Lucas and I will be our game show hosts, and we will ask Grace and you truth questions that you can either answer completely honestly or take a shot.
Okay. Can I quickly take a leak first? Again.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This is like the 5th podcast, man.
I know.
I was told I was not allowed to pee during this, and you're trying to fucking.
I'm one of the hosts.
Now.
I can do whatever I want.
He's a founding father.
Go.
This is why I fucking hate you, Matt.
Go, Maddie. Go. Get out of here. Go quickly.
The quicker you go, the quicker you back. Grace, do you need a pee break?
I do, but I'm not a pussy, so I'm gonna.
No, you can go if you want, but
just go.
Crab walk so we don't see your underwear.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Why did she hang up?
Yeah, she's just the
So-
only part of it.
So this will be a little secret time for you and I, Matt.
Matt.
Sorry, that's so insulting. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You
one
know,
second. One second.
There
Yeah?
it is. Yeah. Okay. So Lucas, let's you and I be super honest right now while they're not here. Who do you like better, Matt or Grace?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. Who the fuck was that girl? Do I know her?
Unfortunate.
You know what's funny? Because you were talking about the whole situation, like you still had a friendship with her because you worked with her.
Yeah.
I had no reason.
You just wanted-
I was just whenever there was an opening when someone invited me over, I'm like, I'll take
Bro,
it.
let's get real. It's because she had a pool.
Oh, bro. Yeah, because
had a
I
pool.
forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah, she had a pool. That was sick. That was a big plus in her column for sure.
Yeah, that's true. It's
Did
because her and
Did
Matt.
she have to go
Fuck,
back?
he's
Oh,
back. God damn it. That's so
where'd she
scary.
go?
She had to go pee as well.
But she had to leave the call?
I don't know.
We asked about that awkwardly, like to each other, and we had no
Yo,
answers.
I've got the bladder of like a baby, dude. Like, I don't know what's happened to me lately.
That's not something you should put on your profile.
Yeah.
Hashtag baby bladder. Let's start that on the pod.
That's not bad. That's a new shirt. Hashtag baby bladder.
And then you can put a picture of my junk because it's like the same thing.
Oh, okay.
God damn it.
And Tic Tacs aren't offensive, so it won't get taken down.
Are you
I
sure
get a
they're
little
not
hard when
offensive?
That's why I get a little hard when I see people eating like yellow Tic Tacs. I'm like, oh god.
Oh yeah, baby.
You're about to show them the real deal. You guys are just eating you guys want the alpha of it or the beta?
Oh, you're sideways.
Okay, just do it like that. You're good. No, I'm joking. Turn it.
You're sideways again.
Let's just all turn our heads to match her. Oh,
Here
you're
we
good.
go. Yeah, so I hear you guys are only friends with me because I have a pool.
Fuck! Liv was still in the chat.
No, I think your headphones are on. Oh, could be
That's
that too.
why Liv's friends with you too.
You motherfuckers!
I just hear you laugh in the background. All right,
let's do it.
truth or drink. Can I go first? Can I ask the
Go
first
ahead.
question?
You can go first.
So
Yeah.
these will be true or false questions. Maddie, is it true that the reason why you were having problems communicating was because you were self-conscious that you wipe while standing up?
You want to go first for that?
I did. I did.
No, I'm kidding. That's a false. It's a false.
So you weren't self-conscious about it?
No, I'm open to I wipe standing up. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Go ahead,
That's how
Lee.
you want to. That's how you want to start this.
I did, yeah.
That.
God, don't ever let Lucas start that shit, bro. Come on, we
Shitty-
should have known.
This
What
is a
did you
shitty
expect?
start.
I know.
Shitty start.
What did you-
Grace.
Yep.
Yeah, remember, you guys have to answer honestly.
Or drink,
course.
yes.
Or drink. Right, or drink.
Yes.
Yep.
Honestly, rate Matt in bed from 1 to 10.
I thought it was a true or false.
No, he picked true or false. This is truth. This is
Oh,
truth
yeah,
or
okay.
drink. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm excited to hear this. It was a big
Are
three.
you? It's a 4.
That's
It's
honestly.
a 4.
Yeah.
4.
You don't like spring rolls?
Really? I'd put Maddie as an 8 for me. I don't know what he's been doing different.
But I'm comparing to like.
Okay. We don't
Okay,
need to
alright.
know. We don't need to know.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
No, we don't.
Okay. Maddie.
All right.
What do you miss most about Gracie?
Wow.
I went from two opposite sides of the coin.
Yeah, what the-
Honestly, probably the environment that you have with your family.
That's solid. That's
That's
and
fair.
that's
That's
a
good.
good answer.
That's-
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
That's a very good answer.
Okay.
I know, that's why I fucking said it. Come on.
Hasn't stopped you before from saying shitty.
So
answers.
should we be asking these questions so that each person takes a turn answering it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's open
So
both
Gracie,
ways.
on the other end, same thing. What do you miss most about Maddie?
This
I
fucking
feel
smile.
shitty, but because like his family and like his dynamic with his
Oh my
family
God.
and
Yeah,
what
that's
we wait.
She
hold
copied your
on.
answer, bro. She copied your answer.
That's what honest to God, that's what I miss. I miss having, like, the dynamic with his family that we also had together.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. So let's flip the coin back for Matt. Rate Grace in bed 1 to 10.
2. 1.
Yo, time out.
0.5.
Time out.
Grace, shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
I saw what Carl said.
Yeah, I want to draw attention to what Carl said. Is he just bad at rug munching?
munch.
Is that what it was, Grace? Wait, hold on. Don't answer. That's the next question.
Out of 10,
You
I'll
can
probably say
drink.
like a 5.
Okay, a 5? Oh, that's happy medium. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
not bad. Is it because she was bad at rug munching?
My rug never got munched, bro.
That's bullshit.
Okay.
That's my
We don't want to know.
I don't have one of those.
Your butt?
I'll just.
Yeah, my back pussy.
Do you
Okay, go on, what's the next
that
question?
do you call it tarp munching? In reverse?
Okay, next question.
Go for it.
It's me. Yeah. Again, we'll take turns answering it. But oof, man, I'm just. Yeah, fuck it. This is fun for me. Compared, and this is being shallow, based on
Okay.
looks alone, where does the other person rank compared to your current and past partners? You don't have to list them all, but let's say they're number 3, they're number 8 out of whatever.
Sorry, so out of included like all the partners I've had out on a scale of like.
Well, let's say you've had
excuse
5
me.
partners,
Excuse me.
and my current partner is the best looking of all my partners, or my current partner is the 3rd best looking.
Who's that for? Who's that to first?
Oh, let's start with you first, Matt.
Okay, so let's say out of my last, we'll say 5. I'll go 5.
Sure.
They're all in the last probably 10 years or so.
The rusty trombone. Carl's killing it, man. Carl's killing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say probably 5, just because I think we had a lot more of a personal collection. Hey, I'm just being honest. You wanted honesty. That's my honest answer.
Honestly, okay.
So wait, like 5 out of 5, like so good. Is
No,
this a good thing?
out of the last 5, you're number 5.
So I'm last.
Out of the last 5.
In my personal, my reflection personally, yes, that's.
So I'm the bottom. Sorry.
Yes.
So
It's not
nothing's changed.
Yeah,
This is
I don't know. Yeah. It is what it is.
Take it, Grace. Go ahead, give us your answer. Honesty.
Okay, so you were basing it off your last 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you pick your last 5. And here's the thing, Grace. I don't know Matt's last 5. I know some of your last 5.
You know some of my last 5, so Matt's not gonna be 5.
Yeah,
because
there's no
you know
way
one
he could be
person-
5. There's no
Yeah,
way.
he's already in minimum 3rd place.
There's no way he could be 5.
Okay, so hold on. I need to work my way backwards.
You do that.
So while you think of this, I want to address some. So Olivia in chat making my kill list now. Should we go for it? And then Carl said this level of honesty is unhealthy. I don't think there's such a thing. I don't think there's.
I don't think there's such a thing.
This is great.
Maddie, you
I'm
are
having fun,
definitely
Carl.
you're definitely 4 because there's somebody behind you for sure, and we all know who that somebody is.
Yes.
But everybody I've had, either before you or after you, has been better.
Looking?
Even you said everyone,
Yeah.
but we said that one wasn't. So how ever?
Other than.
But-
other than-
Other than that one, everybody has been better looking.
Gotcha. Okay.
Lucas, questions off to you.
What? So I guess we'll go with Maddie first. What would you say is Gracie's best physical feature?
Best physical feature?
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably say eyes.
Oh,
Gracie,
nice.
you in return to Maddie? You can drink for this one, by the way. It's truth or drink. Correct.
That means his dick. That means his dick. That's what
Does
that
not.
means. That's what it is.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
Does he have-
not.
does he
a lot
have-
of people like jumbo shrimp, okay?
Does he have
Absolutely not.
Just
Sorry,
gotta bring your own cocktail sauce.
I should ask this for another
Oh,
question,
I
but does he
bring
have his butt
cocktail
dimples?
sauce.
It's Lee's turn, Lucas. It is Lee's turn.
I kind of want to waste it on a question that Carl asked. So I'm gonna anyways. I don't care. No, I'm not.
Do it. Odds are.
Fucking 1 out of 1. Let's go, baby. Yeah. He said with, where did he say it? Where did he say it? Is she just bad at the rusty trombone? So my question is, did you ever play the rusty trombone, Grace?
No.
Matt?
Did you
she
play
telling
the
the
rusty
truth?
trombone?
Matt, is she telling the truth? Is my question.
Yeah.
Lame. That's why the relationship ended. You guys didn't build that bond.
It's disgusting. I'm not.
You guys just don't like playing instruments? Weird.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, nothing wrong with an old trombone.
Up to you, Lucas.
Maddie of Grace's...
Sorry, time out. Sorry, I'm sorry. Time out real quick. Grace, it was take a shot if you don't answer, not take a sip of your drink. So
No,
I just don't have one.
No,
That's why I'm
they would
like-
die. They would die. Oh, actually, no. Fuck it. That's all you have to answer. We'll go this way. Maddie out
I
of...
thought you were getting someone to pour your shots, by the way, because of things that were discussed beforehand. Is it like too late for that?
She
dude,
left
her first
it near
sentence
me.
ruined it. So
Listen.
her first sentence,
She butchered it. He just had a stroke. Maddie, out of Gracie's friends, rate the top 3 in terms of who you like the most.
Who I like
us
the
included.
most?
Us included.
No, not them included.
We're not even on the list. We're like,
Yeah, no, obviously not us included.
And this isn't appearance wise. I was gonna go that route, but it's gonna get weird. So let's just like
Yeah,
out
that's
of
fucked. I would never drink.
who
to that.
you like the most.
Out of Grace's friends.
1, 2,
Grace-
3.
I'm trying to think of Grace's friends. Hold on.
Let's get honest here. Let's be honest.
Danny,
It's not Liv.
Sandra, Olivia.
It's not Liv. It's not Liv. Liv wanted to strangle Matt for so long. It can't be Liv.
That's okay. I understand where she's
Maddie's
coming
into
from,
it
so I
though.
don't.
So
That's fair.
Yeah, that's true.
she's back on the
My
list,
secret-
baby.
My
That's
secret.
Matt
secret sauce.
is into that shit.
Okay, well, what's up with the claps?
Go ahead, Matt. Pick the
Yo,
top.
actually, so I would say,
Kaylin. Sorry, that was one of the other friends. I was
Gracie,
talking
we're
about.
gonna ask you next. Shut up.
pump the brakes. Then. I'm gonna say, first is probably, I'd say I like Sandra. Sandra's cool. I always fucked with Sandra. I probably put Liv second, just because she, yeah. Like you
She
said,
scares you. And she scares you.
Yeah, Maddie's a little intimidated.
No,
She's not
no,
on the
she
list.
doesn't. No, she doesn't. I'm gonna.
She definitely does. She,
and then
she
I'll
would murder
say
you.
Danny. Yeah, I'll say Danny third. Danny was always cool. Here you go.
Nice.
Gracie, your side of this with Maddie's friends.
Well, obviously, Lee and Lucas are my top 3. Clearly, because I ended up
The other thing,
being
okay.
friends with
The other
them.
thing is maybe can we? Well, I don't even have. I'm trying to think of like non-mutual friends because I was gonna say you can't like. Let's say excluding mutual friends, because then like Alex. and Ryan could complain,
Excluding
but
okay,
Alex is-
excluding Lee and I then.
Yeah,
Exclude
yeah,
Lee and I in
no
this.
Lucas and I.
Fuck.
Sorry,
I
but
didn't.
before you exclude us, you can't say me and Lucas are top 3. Rank us, and then exclude us.
Like who's 1, who's 2, then who's
Lucas
3.
is obviously 2, or maybe even 3.
I'm 3. There's a second one. She can't think. She can't think of
No,
one.
hold on.
There's someone
It's-
better. There's someone better.
It would be Lee, Lucas, and then Alex, of mutual friends, obviously.
Okay.
But we grew up with Alex, so I don't know if I can include him in that.
No.
But in non-friends, honestly, I didn't like any of Maddie's friends other than you guys.
I didn't really. I'm trying to think of like my friends back then. Like I don't even know.
Joe, Adrian,
Miguel?
Lance.
Yeah, it was people from work. People
Miguel.
from work. Rob was actually chill.
Miguel, actually, Rob was really
Oh,
cool.
shit.
Miguel
Yeah,
was a piece of shit.
This is live.
Sorry.
Sorry,
But
Miguel.
the singer Miguel.
We stomped
I just
on that
remember
girl's
him
head.
rubbing Sandra's leg and whatever.
What?
And then
I never heard about that.
the girls from your work, so Jade, obviously didn't like.
The list isn't who do you not like?
Yeah, it's who you like. What do you do? Why?
I didn't like any of your friends or family.
Fair.
Like,
So there you go.
I didn't like any of your friends outside of the people.
She
I
gonna
still
say
hang out
and
with.
family, yo.
No, because I love his entire family. So like outside of friends and family, I have nobody.
Kel, if you're watching, she just said and family.
Kel,
Probably specifically Kel.
no,
and I
it's
get
not
it.
specifically Kel.
Kel's
no,
too
'cause
much.
Kel and I
Kel's-
grew up together. Listen,
Kel's an ass.
Hang out with
motherfuckers.
Lee.
Yeah. Kel showed up
I
to one
don't-
party, hung out with my niece, and left like an hour and a half later. Fuck
I
that
don't
kid.
blame her. Look at you.
Fuck your knee. That's like, why would you fuck that kid, bro?
Wow, yeah. Oh no, God, no. What? No, no.
Fuck that kid. Fuck.
No, sorry.
Gross.
Back up. Matt's
Oh, it's too
family.
late. It's already said.
No,
It
no,
doesn't
no.
matter.
No,
It's gonna be
no.
taken out of
No,
context.
Lee,
listen,
next
and posted
question.
online.
Lee, next
no,
question.
hold on. No,
No,
Matt's
it's too late.
family is amazing, and I miss all of them. I don't miss Matt, but I miss all of
That
Matt's
sounds like a
family.
very-
What's with
Fake.
the?
That's a very fake politician apology.
No, it's not. I meant
I did not have
Outside of-
sexual relations with that woman.
fuck all of you. I'm so.
Lee, next question, please.
Next question.
I had one too, and I completely forget it. Let's go with what is the most annoying thing about the other person?
Grace, you go first. Looks like you have something you're excited to talk about. So
Cannot get off of his phone. Every minute on his phone.
I'd have picked something different for Matt, but that's fair.
that's interesting. 'cause,
Have
like,
you
I
seen
feel
his
like now I'm
mustache?
like,
Or his
That's-
laugh. I don't know. It was one of the two.
that's okay. So my answer.
I like
is
his laugh.
Your laugh. My answer is your laugh.
My laugh is annoying.
Yo,
It
to be
is
fair though,
annoying.
to be fair, with this podcast, I've heard it from several people that Matt's laugh is what makes it. Like Matt's
It's contagious. Yeah.
No, Matt has a
100%.
good laugh. It's like it's
He
a
does.
contagious laugh.
Yeah.
I have a
Can you say
video
that's the
on
most
my.
annoying thing.
Because it's annoying
No,
that when you
'cause-
laugh, she has to laugh. I don't want to laugh. I'm upset. Yeah.
And I don't know if Matt remembers this, but she came to visit me at school, and I have a video on my phone when my friend Kaylin was talking about being just friends with somebody, and she kept going, "Just friends." And I have a video, and it's just Matt laughing in the background of Kaylin going, "I'm just friends with him," and it was so
why
funny.
Why are you roasting this poor girl?
Why?
I'm
do you
here to
like
defend herself.
conversations Like that? Yo, Kayla's gonna call you a shitty friend when she sees this.
And
No,
then
she
it's
won't.
over.
She loves me. Yeah.
That's
over, yeah.
unfortunate. I'm gonna jump in. I know I'm not part of the relationship or anything, but for Matt's most annoying thing, I would have said that he has to DJ every fucking party he goes to.
That's sick because that takes the
Yes,
responsibilities off
100%.
This guy.
No, it's annoying.
This guy.
Why is it annoying? I don't care.
Why is that annoying? I don't find that annoying. In fact, it's helpful. So
Carl thinks I'm holding back for my reactions to the things that Grace is saying.
Matt always goes like this when he gets nervous. He goes like
When I'm thinking, I've grown out of that.
he goes
I
like
think.
this.
I've grown out of that. I don't have a
I'm not
connecting
sure
mustache,
that,
so I can't just do that anymore.
Oh, okay.
His
That was
skin's
super annoying.
red. Your face is red here. It's just-
His lack of communication was annoying.
do we want to do one more question and then tie a little bow
Wait, no,
tie
hold
this
on.
thing?
Matt, what was the most annoying thing?
He said your laugh.
Your laugh.
I thought you were joking.
she thought he was joking.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, but I literally said to
Yikes.
I mean, that's fair. My laugh is very annoying, but I thought you were joking. Okay.
Okay,
let's
tell you
go.
what. Instead of a last question, unless do you have a good one, Lucas?
How many?
okay, so
how many
here's
calories in this juice? Yeah.
Here's what I'll propose. 2-3 sentences. Do you either of you want to get something off your chest to the other person? Maybe not even off your chest, but you got 2 to 3 sentences to be as brutally or lovingly honest as you want with the other person. It could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. Shut up, Lucas. And and you could just say whatever you want to the other person. No consequences, no nothing. Sorry, Lucas. What's up?
You can't say no offense. Go
Yes,
ahead.
you can't say no. Yep.
Okay, Matt, go first.
I don't really have anything to say. I just, if it's something if there are things that you've learned from what happened between us that have made you a better person or made making choices easier or more for yourself, then I'm glad kind of what happened has happened.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, I respect that.
Gracie.
So thank you for showing me I deserve better. But honestly, thank you for showing me what I deserve and showing me that I can be in a healthy relationship, but also I deserve a lot more than what I expect from people.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Carl on this one. Stop being so fucking nice. What was this? This was.
I'm not nice. I mean,
That was
that's
nice?
how I am, bro. That's how I am. That's the truth.
Was I being
I literally
nice?
have no reserved feelings about
Carl
shit.
missed the first half where it got pretty sketchy, but
Yeah.
No,
a
yeah.
lot of it was Carl. A lot of this was my fault. Like I was a dick, so
A lot.
I'm not being nice.
Sounds like all, but.
Yeah, basically, it was me.
Uh,
It's something
no,
I've known for a long time. I didn't have hard time accepting it. I knew it because like
but legit, that is nice to hear. You're both
And I,
grown
like-
and mature, and yeah.
ugly but mature.
And I don't have hard feelings because I know, like, Matt taught me that I deserve a lot, and he taught me that love is possible, if that makes sense. Because I did love Matt at one point, and when he broke up with me, it was just like, reflect on yourself. You deserve a lot more than what I was being given.
Not gonna lie,
That's
there's
big.
a lot of
Big.
sexual tension in the room. Lee and I might just kiss.
Yeah, Luke's and I have been eyeing each other.
I was gonna say it's not about you guys. It's about Lee and I.
Lucas is not even wearing pants.
We're
Neither
talking
is
about.
Grace. Neither is Grace.
Yeah, so
Guys, I'm wearing shorts.
as soon as
My
I saw her
butt
get
is
up,
hot.
I'm like,
She was gonna stand up to show us. Please don't. It's all right.
I'm not.
show us the cat.
No.
Yo,
Olivia said, "Love is possible" with the emoji. I don't know what emoji that is.
This
It
one.
said, "What romantic comedy am I watching right now?"
Eye roll. There's an eye roll
honestly.
emoji.
No romantic comedy. It's not a romantic comedy.
I appreciate everyone coming out on a Sunday. Motivation to start this week. If
It's
these
a long
two can,
week though, because last week was a short week and you got
it's true.
like,
We're
acclimated
back,
to that.
we're back to a long week.
Back to
for sure.
regular.
But if these two can do this shit, you guys can handle Monday.
Deep.
Go get him, Tiger.
Like Tiger Woods?
Like go
actually-
get Tiger Woods.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can get him right now because his leg's fucked, so it's easy to get him.
What the fuck was that? I didn't even know
Just
that.
bring a
true.
butterfly net. Just...
No, it's true, dude. He like broke his leg or some shit. You haven't done an accident.
Good for
Anyways.
him. I'm happy for him. All right, guys. Thank you all for coming. Gracie, thanks for being a guest here.
Yeah, Grace, we appreciate your honesty, your patience, both of you. Proud of you guys.
All right. See y'all next Sunday. Same spot as always. Much love.